beautiful passing play right there, Sean.
What a save! Woo! Talk about a move.
Welcome to another exciting edition to Grove City Hockey Presents
Hockey in our neck of the woods, and you, sir, were a very talked about person towards the end.
I'm a fifth-year senior, kind of. Well, it's my sixth year of college. Incredible.
All right, here we go. Welcome to GCH, everybody. I have two very special guests with me from the Buffalo New Era from the T2 division. I have BOD Todd, who is the scoring champ for T2 division this season, and he would not come on this pod without his tag team partner, Roy Davis. How you guys doing today?
Good. How about you? How you doing?
Very good.
Doing well.
Good.
Doing well.
You guys enjoying the Seattle-Dallas game going on right now?
Yeah, got it on in the background here. 1-0 Dallas. 45 seconds left. Rupe Hintz like 5 minutes ago tucked one on a breakaway. So yeah, it's been a pretty high action, pretty intense game. So
now, is it the second period? No, it's actually the third period, right?
no, second. 34 seconds left. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, second.
Cool. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about the Buffalo New Era and how you guys came to be, and let's go from there.
Roy,
Todd,
I'll let
go
you
ahead.
take this one, bud. No,
You want me to take
started
it?
this.
All right.
You started the squad, buddy.
Yeah. So Jess Hackett and the boys, Jess also wanted to be on the pod. He wanted me to shout him out on this thing, but yeah. So I asked Jess and the boys to be on the team, and he said, I have some buddies from Buffalo Anarchy who played last year, Todd and Austin Juna, a couple other guys that wanted to play as well. So we kind of just got all together. I didn't really know half the team, but everybody meshed pretty well, and we're kind of getting on a roll going into championships. So we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, you guys, like I said earlier, you guys started out pretty rough, and then all of a sudden you guys really turned it in. And now you guys are sitting pretty at second place right behind the Fresh Coast.
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I mean, we had a couple losses to Fresh Coast, so hopefully we can redeem ourselves, but it's been pretty good so far. First tournament in Detroit was tough, but since then it's been pretty solid. So yeah,
that Fresh Coast team is really tough.
Oh yeah, they're super fast,
quick.
strong.
They're quick.
Yeah, they're very tough to play against.
Yeah, and then of course you got the Cincy Kings, who have only lost one game all season to the Fresh Coast. Those you guys battling out for the top three there. But BOD Todd, man, you got 52 points, man. How does it feel to be the 2022-2023 scoring champ?
It feels like I'm in an absolute movie.
What movie would that be?
An action thriller, just a cinematic masterpiece, baby.
I think the title might be like the goal hanging non-back checker. I don't know, you can keep going on with those type of things, but no, man. I mean, honestly, our chemistry's grown quite a bit. I mean, like Roy said, our first tournament was pretty rough. I met Roy and a bunch of those guys when we showed up to the Airbnb at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. But yeah, man. I mean, I played with Garvin, my line mate, for quite some time over the years. You got Hackett and Tino Jr. I mean, the whole team just meshes well. Coming from Anarchy, it was a good team I played for last year, but these guys, like I said, we get the Airbnbs, we hang out together, and it's just it's a good time. And everybody on the rink, I mean, we just move the puck well, and yeah, it's been pretty easy to put the pucks in that when these guys are surrounding me. So
yeah, I enjoyed watching you guys. I was there for that first Detroit event that you guys were there or were at. And,
that was a tough one, man.
It was just because
you had the because you had the A team, and then I think you guys had the Fresh Coast, and then I think in the playoffs you played the Cincy Kings. And
that one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we got mercied by or we got beat up pretty good by Fresh Coast both times. We played them in the championship and gave them a better game, but there was a couple squeakers at the end that we wanted back. But I think we played Smoke, if I'm not mistaken, that one.
Yeah, we did. We beat Smoke in the semis.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Cincy was there at that one, but still, I mean, we played Cincy mercied us in Indy, which was a nice warm welcoming to that team as well. I mean, those boys are good. They're quick, move the puck, and we were missing. Not to put up excuses, but we were missing two of our back end guys, Hack and Ferentino, so that was tough going into Indy. But you got to fight through some of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is your guys' strategy going into the championships this weekend?
I don't know, just link up at the Airbnb on Friday. Carl linked us up with a nice schedule, so I think get a couple beers on us Friday night, kind of get the boys, the chemistry going, get meshing with the boys, and then whatever happens on Saturday, and then hopefully we can roll into Sunday into the T2A division. So I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We're rolling with 6 guys this weekend, so it's going to be we got a couple guys that had some prior obligations. There's a PGA Championship in Rochester, New York, so understandable. Getting follow around Tiger and some others, but we'll make it work. Me and Royzer got our work cut out for us with the every other shift.
And me, we'll make it through it if you don't have a heart attack.
Right. At least you guys don't have to play like 4 hours worth of hockey straight. So
exactly. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was brutal when I did an AIHL game event down in Pittsburgh. I think Carl was a part of that, and we had to play 2 minor games and 2 pro games all back to back. It was 4 games straight, and the 4th game went into overtime, and our poor goalie he stood on his head, man. Alex Townsend, he stood on his head, and we just couldn't get that chip in.
That's awesome. It's some good cardio.
It was like, we were dead. I can tell you that was the longest car ride home I think I've ever had, and I flew on a plane to Africa for 22 and a half hours.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, that car ride home was exhausting.
That sounds like a horror movie.
It was definitely a thriller. Let's put it that. So, So, do you guys? Who are you guys playing on Saturday?
We got Gloctopus and who's the other one, Royzy?
Syndicate.
Windy City Syndicate. Yeah.
We played them in Indy. That was a tough one.
Yeah, Gloctopus, they had like half their team. We played them in Pittsburgh. I think they had like 3 of their like actual guys, so we're not too sure how their team is, like their full team looks. So it should be exciting there. And then I know Syndicate was missing a couple of their top guys when we played them in Fort Wayne, so that'll be a good battle too.
Yeah, I know the Gloctopus. They've been. It feels like they've been struggling to field a whole unit this season. Unless it was in Detroit where they have no problem filling up because that's where they're from.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, it should be a full squad, so it should be a good 2 games for us.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for too as well. So, and then you guys said the Windy City Syndicate. Yeah, they got they're always tough. When they broke into the league, I think what year was that? That would have been right after the Chi-Town Shamrock, so that would have been like 2012.
Yeah,
it was a year before that because it was before I left. So it would have been 2011, 2010, somewhere right in there. So they've been around for a minute. I came in, I think, when Staple did the league. I skipped the first year because I was still playing MLRH, and then after that, I just played with the Giraffes and then a couple other teams here and there before I took off. And then when I came back, we kind of threw a team in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so the Syndicate boys were always tough playing against Mike and John and the Gutierrez.
They're a good squad. They're fast. They're pesty. They're solid. They're a really solid team. So it should be a interesting one on Saturday, definitely.
For sure. I'm actually looking for. And then they always have a real. I think it's Campbell, right? That plays a net for them.
I think you might be right.
So. Yeah, I think it's Ben Campbell. Yeah, it's He's always and I always thought it was cool because he always had the soup can pads when he was stacking them up.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's good, man. We got our Yasu Takahashi, so he's been playing solid for us this year as well. He's kept us in some games and sold us
Yeah,
some
as long as we don't let him get too banged up on Friday and Saturday night, he should be good to go. So
Should be
yeah, that boy
awesome.
drinks the juice, the juice.
yeah, we gotta keep off the juice. So shout out Yasu, by the way.
Cool. So, is there any particular teams that you guys are looking forward to playing against? A couple of teams that you might hope that you don't play until the finals?
I mean, Fresh Coast.
Yeah. Go ahead, Todd. It's all you.
No, I don't really.
Did
Is
he
Wi-Fi
freeze?
cutting out?
He froze.
Dad bought Todd's Wi-Fi's cutting out. He's got to pay his Spectrum bill.
Terrible.
Those guys. Sorry, my breaking up. My bad.
Yeah.
No, you're good now.
Those guys
We're
are tough. Those guys are tough, man. They're quick. They move the puck. I wouldn't mind not seeing them until the championship. But I mean, we always battle well with the A team. We got our boy Schulte on that roster. Shout out to my other mullet man there. We like playing those guys, and I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we got some unfinished business, but the Detroit/Buffalo smoke. I don't know what you want to call them.
I don't know what to call them. Chris Kendall making the drive up this weekend.
I have no idea. I actually had Darby, not related to Nathan McKinnon, on the pod not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did an interview with him. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's on A team, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's on the A team. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think definitely A teams, on our radar for who we want to play. And hopefully we can make the T2A finals on Sunday. That'd be nice. But yeah, I think A team's a good team we want to play against, and then Fresh Coast, I'd like another crack at them. So see if we can kind of take them down. But I guess we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, that's going to be tough. They've got a young squad, and
they're good.
And it's this is going to be a good tune-up for Francis. As Francis is taking off the following week. He's going to Italy for the Masters for Team USA.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
he's a good player, man.
Yeah, I played with Franny for a number of years. So, he's always been solid. He's a good dude. But yeah, so like we're gonna when he's over there, I'm actually we're gonna set up an interview with him and the team. So nice. That'll be pretty cool to do.
That's awesome.
It's going to be a 6 hour difference. So I got to figure out when I'm going to try to pull that one off.
Oh yeah. A little different.
I was like, I guess I'll get up early.
Yeah. Right.
So.
That's wild.
Yeah. So when you guys go to the rink or when you guys go to an event, what is some of the things that you guys enjoy doing as a unit? Because I know some of the guys, they like to go drink. A couple of the other guys like to go just hang out in the hotel room, because they just don't want to cause any waves or anything like that. What's your guys' mode of getting mentally prepared for the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we are a heavily drinking team. We're not afraid to say it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Definitely not. You can tell by me and Todd's barrels that we like to have a couple pops.
Yeah. There's a reason for there's Dad Bod Todd, and we got some nicknames for Royce as well. But no, I mean, we, like I said, man, it's cool. This team, we're fortunate enough to have Swifty get us some New Era sweaters and sponsorship this year, and it's been a pretty fun time getting Airbnbs and just kind of hanging out back there. And we've had our nights out, but we always just everything we got to do is together. So it's good chemistry, I guess you want to call it, but usually revolves around drinking beer.
Yeah, it was. I think my favorite moment so far, favorite weekend was Pittsburgh, because we had like this Airbnb tucked away in the woods or along this creek, and we were just kind of hanging out and boozing, getting the team vibes going, and it was a good time. So typically a weekend, that's it. We get there on Friday night, and we usually kind of settle in and have some beers, and then all kind of get the camaraderie going, and everybody starts firing it up, and we're good to go. So
So you got 52. Johnny Garvin's got 31 goals, so shout out to Johnny Garvin there.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of like McDavid, Draisaitl. I mean, maybe a little faster than them, but we'll see.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. What was your guys' one loss or your guys' one overtime loss to?
That was Smoke, wasn't it? That
Was it the Smoke?
in Buffalo. In Buffalo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That was in the championship. Yeah. There's that play kind of sucked, but I mean they had a 2-on-0 with Schwartzy and Chris Kendall, who plays pro in the summer with the Division Wings. So I mean that's a tough 2-on-0 for any goalie to look at. So and then not only that, but I think Tino threw his stick. So even if they did stop it, you're giving a penalty shot to him. So yeah, that was tough draws there. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Roy
Cool,
Davis and Dad Bod Todd for joining me on this episode. I appreciate you guys very much for taking the time out of your busy night.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we will see you at the championships.
Man, thanks, man.